Hi, I'm David Washell, CEO and founder of Responsive. Responsive enables advisors in wealth, banking, and insurance to provide a deeper level of service to a valuable new customer segment. Our customers are surrounded by offers and propositions, but what they really need is advice to help them navigate the complexity in their own lives and the complexity in the financial system. At Responsive, we believe advice is at the center of the battle for customer trust. And trust is a winner-take-all game. In order to earn and keep customer trust, we have to quickly respond to their queries. We have to deeply understand their goals and objectives. And over time, we have to make sure that that understanding is synchronized and that we're communicating. That's why we built the Responsive Advisor to provide better, faster frontline advice with a focus on the client. It's about identifying client needs and prioritizing actions by impact to drive better engagement and outcomes. And this is really a story about scaling personalized advice to underserved mass affluent clients. In a private banking use case with OP Financial using our Next Best Action tool, advisors in Helsinki were able to triple proposals and more than double assets gathered versus the benchmark. We have customers in wealth and insurance, and most recently we've signed Nexi as an open banking platform to provide our hybrid solution in Italy. At the center of our solution is the Persona Data Core API. This is a toolkit and framework for aggregating and collating data across CRM, investment and brokerage, as well as core banking and credit. We know that not all data warehouses and platforms are created equal or are the same. That's why our toolkit is designed to rapidly aggregate and collate this data for the purposes of our platform. Inside the box, our Chief Science Officer, Logan Grosnick, has spent the past 20 years applying machine learning to animal behavior. We're using insights from his science in order to model human beings as financial animals. Some core benefits for our platform. The ability to capture more revenue from a larger relationship over a longer duration. The ability to mitigate risk both for the client and from a regulatory point of view for the purposes of regulatory best interest or MiFID II. Faster analysis that's going to save time and errors. And finally, deeper service enabled by profiling and personalization. Responsive Advisor is here to increase advisor productivity and upgrade asset gathering, client retention and loyalty, compliance and risk management, lifecycle detection and management. It's about prioritizing high impact actions to cover more clients and provide value for service. How are emerging technologies reshaping the world? Ernst & Young had this quote to say, AI-driven financial health platforms will become personal financial operating systems. Consumer finance will unbundle products and rebundle personalized and holistic value propositions based on life events. This is a really wonderful sentiment, and it's really the heart of the Responsive vision. The question is, why is it so difficult to achieve this vision? As much as emerging tech has the ability to create client-centric financial services, the challenge is we are stuck with a manufacturing and distribution paradigm. And this is for the reason that applying AI to everything we are comfortable doing is much easier than changing how we do things to make the best use of AI. So from my perspective, the way forward is to think about how our human roles are changed or impacted by AI, and to design new roles for our frontline workers from the ground up around the proposition that they can know things more rapidly and they can cover a wider data set. Next Best Action is a popular area of interest. Can you elaborate on how you really stand out from similar solutions? That's a great question, and I think Next Best Action has come to mean everything and it's come to mean nothing. For us, the difference is in the word best in Next Best Action. For us, best means best interest of the client. And this can kind of be looked at with a very simple picture here. We can think of data going into a machine learning algorithm, and that algorithm does things to optimize the timing or category of a piece of marketing, or the timing of a sale of a product. This is a fundamentally different thing from putting data into an algorithm to trying to determine something ontological about the client, or to focus on what a point of advice is or what a point of best interest is. So from the ground up, we're designing our platform around the relationship, the advice giver and the client, to understand the client and to do the right thing. Also beyond this, there's a depth of work we've done in terms of data aggregation and correlation and categorization to get our data set to a place where it's meaningful for the purposes of advice, as mentioned. And beyond this, our behavioral analytics done by our Chief Science Officer, Logan, are doing just more than optimizing the sale of a product at a point in time. We're here to uncover the nature of the client and to understand deeply the drivers of human financial behavior.
Thinking slightly longer term, there's obviously this clear target opportunity in wealth management that you're aiming at. Do you see the opportunity to expand beyond that? Where are you thinking about as kind of those future steps?
Started in wealth and wealth advice, and the bulk of our clients are in wealth. In the past 2 years, we had a private banking client, we added an insurance client, and we've recently started collaborating with Next, the open banking platform. For our insurance client, they're looking at a holistic advice proposition across both wealth and insurance, one client experience, one holistic advisor solution here. So we're very excited about working with cooperators in Canada on that proposition. And then as far as platforms go, we're very excited for the advent of platforms that are providing banking as a service, which is going to enable advisors to not only advise wealth and insurance, but also core banking products. So we really believe in the future of holistic financial advice, and we're really building towards the proposition of an advisor that can service across different offerings. Thank you.